Hi, this is Nikki for the Techie, and a few of you guys noticed and mentioned about the paper door that I have on my Nakamichi RX-202. Well, today is a monumental day, I guess, because, yeah, it still needs to be cleaned, but I got the door. Put it down here so I can focus. But yeah. So it's gonna be monumentous for me to finally switch this out for the real deal. I'm gonna have to put it down though. Put down the iPad to put that together, so sorry. I don't have a stand, but essentially what you gotta do is you gotta, put it in and then slide it forward a little bit, and then it just snaps into place. And ta-da! It is now how it should look. Now you guys are going to be wondering, well, gee, Nikki, how much did you pay for this door? Well, the thing is, I actually paid for a whole entire deck that was supposedly for repair and parts. This door actually went for about $115 twice. I've seen it listed twice. First time I've seen it, I've been watching it for a while, then it got sold. Well, I was contemplating, but that's a lot just for a door. Now, keep in mind, my deck for the RX-202, I only paid $150 for it, and it was fully serviced. So $150 just for a door is like nuts. I wasn't going to do that. Then another person was going to sell their deck, used parts or whatever, and it was just it's just for local pickup, and it was relatively cheap. I think it was like, well, the started bid was like 30 or something like that. Originally I thought that's what he was selling it for, and I was like, hey, I messaged him, I paid you the whole 30 just for the door if you would ship that. I know this is for pickup only, but that's for the whole deck. I can understand that you wouldn't want to ship the whole deck because it's a hassle. But for a little plastic door, you'd be cool with that, right? And he goes, yeah, hold on, let me check, let me think about it. Turns out that he looked at the history and says, hey, this door sold for $115. What would you be able to offer? I'm like, so I was truthful. I was like, yeah, 115 was a little too much. I was thinking more like 50 or 60 bucks, would you do that? And that's still on the high end just for a plastic piece. No, and then he goes, I'll think about it. So he kept thinking about it and he didn't respond. And then I saw that he listed the door for $115. What a little weasel. So I'm like, okay, well, I messaged him back. I was like, yeah, I saw what you did there. Hope you can sleep at night. But anyways, I held on. A lot of these decks, even when it's for parts, they were going for $200, $250 now. When I bought mine, it was about $100 to $150, just for parts and fixer-uppers. So $150 for a fully serviced deck, I thought was a pretty good deal, even with the doors missing. So I, fast forward like, probably about 2-3 weeks later, a Nakamichi RX-202 came up for $167 shipped and everything, with the door also listed as, repairs only, parts only, things like that. So this is the deck. Let's see, it had the door, and it looks like the front fascia looks better. Well, it's more or less the same, right? Except if you look at this right here, the eject load button looks a lot better than my other one, which was a little faded out. If I can ever get that swapped over, that would be cool. But moreover, this guy wasn't even all that bad. Let me see if I can get a tape. And you've seen this guest starred before. This is a used tape I purchased. Actually came with a little bundle from someone at that Tape Heads forum. Actually it was for free. I think he had a bunch of old used tapes, and this was one of them, which is really cool. I like that. It's a UDS one. And there the record tabs already out. And it's in really great shape, actually, surprisingly. So let's see how this reacts. Now the guy says that it plays, and I'm actually have hooked up to
connected to.
There you go. I have hooked up to a portable speaker. Let's see. I'm gonna hit play, and it plays. Let's see. EX Dolby's probably off.
Oh Polly, long, oh Polly, the route has now begun.
So it works, and then fast forward really slowly, and then reverse, it doesn't. You can hear it. To me, that sounds like the idler. Fast forward is kind of slow, but also if I were to reverse it, look how slow it goes. Sometimes it gets stuck. So if I hit play, it still works. Fast forward doesn't work now because the tape pack is really full, but now rewind works, although very slowly. Again, all signs point to an idler wheel. And of course, I think the belt needs to be changed on this one. Although it's working better now, it seems. When I first got it, it wasn't able to flip the tape without manual assistance. So the deck is mostly working, and it sounds pretty damn good. And I looked at the heads. It just needed a whole lot of cleaning. And don't know if I can get down there with the camera, but there was and I can probably post a picture probably, but there was like some white spots on the pinch roller. Looks like they were kind of a little dried up, a little crusty looking things. Doesn't affect playback, as you noticed, so it may need to be replaced sooner or later. I don't know what that white stuff is. Is that corrosion or calcium, or I don't know. The other problem I have with this, which could be a potential issue, I guess. Let me see if I can open this case up. I already have it unscrewed. Is that cam motor right there? Looks really rusted, or just surface rust, maybe, who knows. Maybe I just sand it down or something, it'll be fine, who knows. But what caused it, you know? Was there any water damage or something? You can see there's some white stuff on here. So, not really sure what this has gone under. That looks like hair. Could have been me. I have long hair. Anyways. mean, yeah, that's the inside of it. And this is what the mechanism looked like when we eject and flip. Yeah, excuse my cough. I'm coming down with a pretty nasty cough lately. But yeah, you can see definitely something. I don't know what this is. So yeah, I got a little project deck now, which doesn't seem like it would be too bad to fix. So I might end up with a another RX-202. Just need an idler belt. I'm sorry, idler belt. Idler tire and the UDAR belt, which is the belt I believe that makes that, you know, flip from side A to side B and vice versa. So that's it for now. If I were to document how I take this apart and everything, great. If not, then sorry. It's actually pretty hard for me to film, you know, repairs and stuff. So, you know, I don't have a dedicated camera or anything or mounts. I'm actually literally holding this with an iPad. I'm using an iPad as my camera with the built-in light. Told you I'm not a professional YouTuber here. But if you're still interested in this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. And if I got more stuff like this to come out, and so be it. Alright, take care. Toodaloo. Bye.